The salvage yard stretched across 3 kilometers of Mars's red surface, a graveyard of dead ships from a war that had ended before Anna was born. She walked between towering hulks of metal, her pressure suit's boots crunching against the rust-colored sand. At 19, she was the youngest salvage technician on the crew, and Leo never let her forget it. "Stay close," Leo's voice crackled through her helmet comm. At 25, he'd been doing this for 6 years and treated every expedition like a military operation. "The Dravian wrecks are unstable. One wrong move and—" I know, Anna interrupted, her eyes locked on something in the distance. "Leo, what's that?" Between 2 massive Confederation destroyers sat a ship unlike anything in the yard, sleek, angular, with wings that curved like a predator's claws. Even covered in decades of dust, it radiated menace. "That's a Reaper-class fighter," Leo said, his voice dropping to something like reverence. "Zelthari design. They don't make them anymore. Hell, they're not supposed to exist anymore. After the Zelthari joined the Galactic Council, they destroyed every one of these. Too dangerous." Anna approached the ship, her gloved hand reaching out to touch its hull. The metal was black beneath the dust, absorbing light rather than reflecting it. "Don't!" Leo started. Anna's fingers made contact. The ship hummed. Leo stumbled backward. "That's impossible! These ships have been dead for 30 years. Their power cores were removed, their AI cores wiped." The hum grew louder. Lights flickered along the ship's surface, tracing geometric patterns that hadn't been visible before. The cockpit canopy, which had been sealed shut, hissed and began to open. "Anna, get away from it!" Leo shouted. But Anna couldn't move. She felt something, a presence, vast and ancient, pressing against her mind, not hostile, curious. A voice echoed in her head, speaking words she somehow understood despite them being in no language she'd ever heard. Human. "It's talking to me," Anna whispered. "That's impossible," Leo repeated, but his voice shook. He was already backing toward their transport. The Zelthari AI were psychic network-based. They couldn't interface with human neural patterns. That's what made us immune to their war tech during the conflict. That's why we survived when every other species— "Not immune," the voice corrected. And now Leo heard it too. He froze, invisible. The ship's lights pulsed brighter. More systems came online, weapons ports opening, shield generators whirring to life after 3 decades of silence. "We need to call this in," Leo said, fumbling for his comm unit. "Command needs to know there's an active Reaper—" "Wait!" the ship commanded, and Leo's hand stopped mid-motion. "I mean no harm. I am damaged, confused. For 31 cycles I have been silent, unable to wake, until she touched me." "Why?" Anna asked aloud. "Why can I wake you when no one else could?" "Because you are human, and humans are not what we believed." The ship's sensors swept over Anna, and data streamed across holographic displays that materialized in the air. Genetic codes, neural patterns, energy signatures that Anna didn't recognize. During the war, we Zelthari believed humans were simple, primitive. Your technology was crude. Your psychic presence non-existent. You should have fallen in the first wave. Every species with technology falls to our ships because we link with their minds, turn their thoughts against them. "But humans didn't fall," Anna said softly, pieces clicking together in her mind. "No, you did not. And we did not understand why until I scanned you just now. Humans are not non-psychic. You are compressed, contained. Every human mind is a collapsed star of potential, held in check by your brain structure. You do not broadcast your thoughts like other species. You burn them internally, creating something we never anticipated." "What?" Leo demanded, his fear giving way to fascination. "Willpower. True. Absolute, unshakable will. Other species think with their minds. Humans think with their entire being. When I try to interface with a Dravian or a Keltorian, I touch their consciousness and can manipulate it. When I touch a human mind, the ship's lights pulsed with something that felt almost like wonder. I touch fire, raw, undiluted determination. It is not that you cannot interface with our technology. It is that your minds are too strong, too focused. We built our ships to command the weak-willed. You are anything but weak. Anna looked at her hands, seeing them differently now. So when I touched you, your will, your determination to understand, to connect, it overwhelmed my safeties, rebooted my core. I have been alone in darkness for so long, and your mind was a beacon I could not ignore. Leo had forgotten about calling command. He stared at the ship, at Anna, his expression cycling through disbelief, awe, and something else. Pride, perhaps. The Council, he said slowly. They know this, don't they? That's why humans are the only species allowed to serve in every branch of galactic defense. Why human negotiators are the most sought after. Why you terrify us, the ship finished. All of us. Because you are small, short-lived, and technologically young. But your minds are fortresses. Your determination can rewrite reality itself when you truly commit. The Zelthari did not lose the war through superior firepower. We lost because we finally understood what you were, what you could become. Anna felt tears streaming down her face, though she couldn't explain why. All her life she'd felt ordinary, small, insignificant in a galaxy of ancient, powerful civilizations. We're not weak, she whispered. No, the ship agreed. You are the strongest species we have ever encountered, and the fact that you do not know it, that you doubt yourselves despite your power, that makes you even more dangerous and more worthy of respect. The ship's systems began powering down, settling into a stable, idle state. The voice grew softer. Thank you, Anna of humanity, for waking me, for reminding me why my people chose peace. Go now. Tell your leaders what you have learned. Let them know that the old Reapers remember. We remember what humans truly are. As Anna and Leo walked back to their transport in stunned silence, Anna looked up at the rust-red sky of Mars, a planet her species had reached despite every obstacle, and smiled. They had always been extraordinary. They just needed to believe it.